to that breaking news because Chancellor Rachel Reeves has admitted breaching housing regulations by renting out her family home without a licence.
You'd think that in a housing crisis, the government would be begging people to rent out homes. Instead, Labour's Westminster Council has just found a new way to make it a lot harder. This month, in 15 of 18 wards, you'll need a licence to rent out your property, your own property, because they think more paperwork solves every problem. This is Westminster's new selective licensing scheme. Every landlord renting in certain postcodes now has to apply for permission to rent out their property. One licence per property. The council says it's all about helping tenants. But if that's the goal, why are we punishing the very people who create the supply? Every single extra cost and layer of bureaucracy all flows into higher prices. And this is precisely the type of policy which Labour absolutely love. They believe that regulation solves all issues, despite the fact that this is the very same licensing scheme which the Chancellor Rachel Reeves has just been found to have breached. If she can't even keep up with the rules that her own party create, how can we? We've already got laws to punish bad landlords, health and safety, tenancy rights, environmental standards, even the new catastrophic renters' rights bill that's going through Parliament right now. So what is this actually about? It's about the ideology of state control, the ideology of limiting freedom of the individual, and the politics of resentment towards ownership and aspiration. Local Labour councils are addicted to regulation, so they keep inventing new hoops to jump through, not because it solves a problem, because it looks like they're taking action. They announce they're cracking down on rogue landlords. In reality, they're cracking down on every single person who rents and pushing the price up even further. If you make it harder to rent out a home, then fewer people will rent out their homes. If you make it costlier to provide housing, then rents go up. Simple supply and demand economics. If you drown decent landlords in red tape, then the only ones left are going to be the big faceless private equity corporations who can afford all the compliance and the back-end administrative costs. This is how Britain is quietly killing off the housing market, the small developer, the small investor, but also the teacher, the tradesman, the pensioner, anyone who's ever worked, saved, and invested in something. The result is less choice, less supply, fewer homes, more bureaucracy, and as a result, much higher prices. This isn't just a housing issue, it's a much, much wider issue. Because under Labour, we've got a political culture that punishes and despises ownership. And inevitably, everyone is becoming much, much poorer. We should be encouraging small developers, small landlords in their communities to build, extend, and invest in new properties, not punishing them with endless licensing schemes. Westminster think that this new rule will help tenants in the housing crisis. But these regulations and taxes have already helped create the housing crisis, and their only solution is more of it. No society has ever created prosperity or lower prices through taxation. To actually create prosperity, we need a society based on local, individual enterprise, engaged communities, a politics that rewards competition, that rewards aspiration, and that rewards ownership.